sifting, he invited me digging, so I picked up my screen and a shovel to dig and a jar of shine. Traded me fair for a bottle of wine. Brothers Barnes Mountain Wine.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello, guys. We are here in this beautiful area with Charlie and Doreen Vaughn. Doreen currently has a little green inchworm climbing on her finger. I'm going to zoom in where you can see it. It's measuring her for a new outfit. So
there we go, outfit.
A new outfit. Doreen, tell me a little bit about where you grew up.
I grew up in Poto, Oklahoma.
And where's Poto from here?
Gosh, what is it? It's about an hour drive. Kavanaugh is the largest hill in the world, and it's in Poto. That's what I was always told. Poto was named from, they say, Indians they were on a hill and a big rock fell on his toe, and he says, "Oh, my Poto." Yeah, kind of corny, but that's what
I've never heard that. My Poto.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty awesome. Well, Charlie Charlie Vaughn is now the new region leader with Backcountry Horsemen of Northwest Arkansas, and we are currently sitting here. I'm going to kind of zoom around in this new region. How beautiful is this place? We're taking a lunch break and doing just a quick from the saddle interview, actually from the creek interview here. But Charlie, how do you feel about being the new region leader here in this area? And are we officially calling it the White Rock region?
Yes, we are. I'm pretty excited about it. I've lived in this area all my life. I know where lots of things is at that's interesting for people to see, and I enjoy other people getting to see it. And, just being able to talk and visit and everything while you're out here on the rides. There's a lot of beautiful things to see out here in our national forest. And just today's a wonderful day. It may be August, but it's late July, but it's a very cool day. We're just out riding around looking today. We've been looking at different kinds of trees and some flowers, and we went past some old home places and some big lean-tos to go under and stuff. And y'all need to come join us, and we'll all go for a ride somewhere, have lunch somewhere like this.
I mean, this is the most beautiful area, and I kind of want to keep it a secret because I'm selfish, and we have seen a lot of beer cans on the trail as we have ridden up here, just a lot of litter. And one of the things that Backcountry Horsemen of Northwest Arkansas does, we're part of the 50-year-old organization Backcountry Horsemen, is that we advocate to preserve these trails and the importance of that. Talk a little bit about why that's important to you, Charlie.
Well, one of these days, it's my hope that my grandkids will come up through here and they can say, my grandpa helped get this trail here through here, and he knows a lot about it, and they can show other people what we've enjoyed throughout our life. And there's a lot of interesting things on it to see, and just get out and enjoy nature, because it's here for all of us.
It's here for
clean sport.
A good, clean sport. And let me tell you, these two ride the ears. And what I mean by that is they ride mules. And I'm personally just tickled pink to be able to ride with you two because, I know nothing about mules. I have my first mule, but I'm learning. And the two of you are impressive on those mules. Doreen, how long have you been riding?
I rode a few times as a teenager, maybe, at my aunt's house, but about 6 years now I've been riding with him on these trails.
Did you start on a mule?
Yes.
So you've known nothing else? No. Wow. What was your first thought when he put you on a mule and sent you off on these trails? Because these are not easy trails to ride.
Oh, no, I love them. I've got to know them, little, and I don't know. I just trust them. There's ones that I probably wouldn't want to ride, right now or whatever, but there's the ones that I trust. Even if I did come off of Max, I still got on him and rode.
That old saying, get back on the horse.
Yeah.
What is that? How does that go? If you fall off, get back.
Get off, just get back up on.
Get back up on.
Get up and go.
Get up and go. I noticed they're more sure-footed.
They're generally more sure-footed. They're a lot stronger going up and down the hills. And if they do get in trouble and slide down, they'll generally just lay there. And you can get off and not get hurt. Normally, a horse, especially a high-spirited horse, if it slides down, it's going to start trying to jump around and get up. And that's when people get hurt, is when things happen fast. So that's why I like to ride a mule out here.
They think for themselves, that's for sure. A lot of times it's not that the mule's being muley; it's the person isn't out thinking the mule, right? This area, I know it's real special to you because you know a whole lot about it.
Yeah, I've grown up here all my life, and like I said, there's probably a couple 100 miles of trails right here around us that you can ride. You have to know where you're going a little bit, or go with someone that does. But there's a lot of things to see out here. In summertime, you can get on these creeks. There's generally roads going up and down them, and just ride down the creek and stop, let the kids play in the water. They can have a good time out here. Throw rocks at the creek and learn the way things used to be done.
Maybe find you a few waterfalls, pretty full waterfalls on the way.
There are some beautiful waterfalls after a good rain here, and it is just so peaceful here. I'm going to pan around here. Look at this beauty. That is something that no one can put a price on. Peace of mind.
Mm-hmm.
And enjoying the free things in life. Now, Charlie, how did you get into riding?
Oh, I growed up riding, rode horses all the time. Kind of got started coon hunting. I guess I was lazy. I'd rather ride a mule than I had walk. So I started out riding over all this stuff around here in the dark. So it don't seem so bad in the daytime.
It's a lot prettier in the daytime. You can see something.
Night riding. That would be nice in the summertime.
Well, really, I prefer to ride at night during the wintertime. Summertime, if you're going to ride during the night, you kind of need to stay on the better trails in, because you can't see the snakes and stuff laying around, and that's when they're all out the worst. So in the wintertime, you don't have to worry about that. And that's just, there's no bugs, and you can enjoy things better for me during the winter, and you can see.
Well, who got you into riding?
Myself, I guess. It's one of the neighbors where I was at had horses, and we jumped on them and took off, and I've just kind of always got on one, and generally 90% of the time, whatever I'm riding, it's one I train, and I just enjoy messing with them a little bit.
What age were you when you started?
Oh, about 7. So I've been riding several years.
Well, you have a lot of experience to share with people.
Yes.
And a lot of wisdom to be passed on to future generations. And you too, Doreen, a lot of wisdom and insight and things that you can pass down to all of these future generations that are up and coming. I would love personally to see a youth element, a little more riding. My niece usually rides with me, so getting that youth element involved. How did you get involved with Backcountry Horsemen of Northwest Arkansas?
Well, I was out riding. I'd talked to somebody there, and they wanted to go for a ride, so we did, and we got to talking about the backcountry. He wanted to find a trail across from somewhere around Mountainburg going all the way to Highway 23, and I told him I'd rode in that area a lot, and I could probably find trails through there, and I've got it's around a 40-mile trail that goes from the Shores Lake area up Hurricane Creek and over to Salt Fork and back down in Spirits Creek. And then it even goes down the old railroad track that the Chinese built over at other side of Spirit Creek. I think they call it Ragtown Road. Goes down past that and goes on down to 23 Highway. A lot of people don't know that there's ever a railroad track up there.
You know, now that you mention that, my grandpa, Lonnie Shackelford, that grew up there in Delaney and Crosses, talked about the railroad coming through there. And I thought to myself, what railroad?
Well, from what I understand, they went up there and they
Lumbered.
Logged that area
Yeah.
out. And then as they went back out, they took the tracks back up. And you can still see the old railroad beds in places, and you can see where it went through. You know, there's trees growed up in it and everything now, but I think the Ozark Highlander Trail goes over part of it in there. But there's a lot of area in there to go ride. And, my grandson, he's just turned 4. He likes to come to Papa's house and ride the mule. And I'm looking forward to showing him all this out here. And I've got a granddaughter there that she's got to go too, so I guess I'm gonna have 2 with me. Looks like.
Nice. Doreen, how do you manage, you know, when you're out on the trail? What are some of the things that you absolutely wish other people could experience?
Just the whole thing. I'll go through there, and it's just, you close your eye, you feel close to God. I do.
Amen to that.
She sits down by the creek,
The
listens to
creeks,
water run.
the creeks are the most peaceful. Listen to that water run. Yeah. And the waterfalls, when we get to the waterfalls, they're nice too. But I can just sit down by the creek. But it's beautiful. All the flowers, the different little wildflowers you see. I like looking at the grapevines. I'll go through my phone and see, well, there's a grapevine. There's a grapevine.
And Doreen likes to take pictures too, so I was really happy to have someone along that likes to take pictures. She's got quite an eye. I've seen some of your pictures that you've put up, so you've got such a beautiful eye for nature. You know, and that could be an avenue for you to just, maybe explore, because you do have an eye for it. I have noticed that. It's beautiful photos. The composition of them is really good. Backcountry Horseman, you talked about that trail that we want to create from Northwest Arkansas all the way to 23. That is one of our Arkansas founders, Jackie Alexander. She was the president of Backcountry Arkansas. That is her dream to see before she goes. She wants that legacy, and I hope we are able to help share and make that happen for her. And you two are helping make that happen for her. So I want to thank you guys, and thank you for your leadership and your education, and just willing to share. I had never put britching on a mule in my life. I've had it for a while, and I was like, well, I don't really know how this goes on. I don't want to do anything wrong on my mule, because I've been told if you do something too many times wrong, they don't forgive you for it. Or if they don't like you, they'll kill you, all these things. So Charlie taught me today how to put my tack on properly, and there's little bitty adjustments that you do on a mule that's a little bit different than a horse. So I thank you for that. If you could say something to our viewers about Backcountry Horsemen, what would it be? And I'll start with you, Doreen.
It's a good group. They've got good views, good ideas, where to go in the future with this. It's kind of hard nowadays to find young people that want to get involved in something like this when they can just sit in their chair and play games. But cleaning the trails, cutting the trails, it's a good legacy to leave behind.
Good legacy
for kids, if we can get them going.
One step at a time, and we're doing it one step at a time. Charlie, what would you like to say to Backcountry Horsemen or potential future members?
saddle up, come ride with us. We'll show it to you. It's a good place to see. And sometimes you might feel you're a little on the edge, but it makes you feel alive. And you can feel like you've accomplished something when you go home that night. It's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
Amen to that. Well, I appreciate this interview and you guys sitting here by this beautiful place. I'm going to pan around. I'm going to have you guys wave bye to everybody. And I'm going to leave you with just a moment of silence. Thank you so much, Rhonda Kelly Duncan, Information Officer, Backcountry Horseman of Northwest Arkansas 2024.